Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. Rasheen Ali on the return. He dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just at his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Lamar now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And back to Flowers they go. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll send their tight end right. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Edgerrin Cooper there to make the stop.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
From the gun, Jackson. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Trying to get it with the option here. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. 4th down now, trying for the sticks with an option. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Baltimore first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Running once more with Henry. And they find him after just a yard, and it's third down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
To the air on third and long. Going deep here for the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up fourth down. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did.
Personal foul.
Hold on, though. There's a
Roughing the
flag
kicker.
down here. Although,
Defense.
if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
You got to be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives him a first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
19 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal, Baltimore.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
A pickup of 2 brings up second and goal.
Setting up, second and goal. They go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is Savion Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock, his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story, too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now, well, now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got.
Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Play action. Love. Pass it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. I'll air it out on third. He has the first over the middle. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play, and it'll give the Packers the first.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory.
Complete to Romeo Dobbs. It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Love from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Love throwing on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. So we read, they'll hand off to Henry. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has his man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
This is Henry on circuit. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They send a receiver in motion right. And they were ready for this one. No running room at all. He's taken down behind the line.
Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 25-yard line.
Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Looking to throw, Jackson. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st down, here's Lamar. Has some room to work. Coming near the goal line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henry does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. And bring a tight end in motion right. Oh, option play, 2nd and goal. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Well, I don't expect that loss to keep him from utilizing the option at all moving forward, Brock, but I do expect it to keep him from leaning on it too heavily.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. It's too valuable a piece of their game plan. You want to make that defense defend it, but they did it a whole lot better that time.
And bring the tight end left. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. And they take this in for the score. The Ravens get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown.
Okay, we talked to enough coaches over the years, and find me a good red zone offense, and typically you'll find me a good creative quarterback, one that can stand to play, use his legs as effectively as he can his arm.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Going to run again with Jacobs. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
No gain on the play.
You know, we'll all look back at the play-by-play and see that was a run for 0, but it felt like more than that. Felt like offensively, that's a confidence drainer, and defensively, it's a momentum builder.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Love out of the shotgun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. And the Ravens get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3. Henry's going to try to pick it up, and he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Baltimore...
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Cape, but that is not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Lamar off the play fake. Buys time, rolling right. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an walk, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete to Henry on the check down. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
On fourth now, on comes Tyler Loop. Going to try this field goal for the Ravens. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Loop knocks it through, and that will add to their score.
Well, nice for this offense to know that even when they don't find the end zone, they can still come away with some points and keep up an awfully impressive pace they've set for themselves.
Tyler Loop to kick
All
off
set
for
up. Here's
Baltimore.
Loop to kick it away. Brooks now on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers all set to get back out there. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. And he puts him here under this one. Right side. Big gain downfield. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Love looking to pass. And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Brings up
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
3rd and 2, one to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
He's going to run for it. It's an option right. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's an 8-yard gain and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
When they drop these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. Into traffic, complete. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Pressure coming for Love. Has it down close. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers start to fight back with their first points of this game. Well, Good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10.
17. Packers 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Ali to return it. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another run for Henry. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pass pulled in by Henry. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Out now runs the Packer offense. And the touchdowns got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. And out to Jacobs to start the drive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. To the air with Love. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st down throw. Here's Love. This is on target to Christian Watson. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And the plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Travis Jones, the man in on that tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Love from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Love with it on first down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Connects on the crosser. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. From the red zone on 1st. Now setting up a screen for Jacobs. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers reduce the lead to just 4. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McManus on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game.
17. Packers 14.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Ali to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And they've gone to him as a receiver to complement his presence in the backfield, Brock, to some good early results. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Lamar's going to keep this one. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Well, there's going to be a missed assignment on somebody's grade sheet tomorrow. That read option game with the quarterback, there is always a defender that's responsible for the QB. That time, QB takes advantage.
Trying down the middle with Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play action now with Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. To the air on 3rd and long. And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a first down here. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
And it's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Give him 25 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More football from the frozen tundra of Lambeau coming up. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. He stays up, but there's too much pressure, and he's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
$12 to go now on 2nd down after the sack. From the gun, Jackson. Drop this one down for Henry. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. The Packers take their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Henry will not score. The defense holds and stops him toward that goal line. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their third and final one. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
He gets it again, and he will knock it in. The defense holds. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for third down.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Trying to run with Henry. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens grow their lead just before halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Now a rushing score, a quarter for him in this opening half, Brock. Should be a pretty nice feeling in that locker room at halftime, knowing what he's already accomplished.
Kind of get the feeling this isn't the whole show, though, right? In his eyes, this is just the opening act. There's going to be a lot more to come when the curtain raises for the second half.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
Ravens 24, Packers 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Brooks now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense headed out late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 47-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Shotgun now for Love. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
And less than a yard.
Sticking in the air, Love. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Throwing here just before halftime. Throwing this for the end zone. And man, is there a knock it the way. Great defense to not only deny that touchdown, but force this turnover on downs.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And they're going to try to take the lead back to one possession here after that last score pushed it up to 24-14. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Jacobs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle on the play by Marlon Humphrey.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They stick with Jacob. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Love on 3rd and short. Complete on a slant to Watson. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Ravens and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Henry gets it here to start the drive. It looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. Isaiah McBuffy on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Henry on the option. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Got his man. Hopkins has it. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And of Baltimore. First down. A gain of 15. First down, Baltimore.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's a give for Henry. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A draw now. This is Henry. Oh, man, nothing for him again, bro. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
That's pretty much textbook defense right there and how to stop a draw play. Guys near the line, keeping their eyes in the backfield, and then you collapse all running lanes as soon as he got the ball.
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. That is incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. And he calls for the fair catch and is there to collect it. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Love. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And he'll get it up to the 27.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They bring Dobbs in motion left. To the air with Love. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got a man left. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff here to Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
Hey, Kate, you want to know how crazy your partner is next to you? I would love to take a fan right out of these stands and put them there on that play, just so they could feel what a 5-yard run feels like. Because it may not look like anything on the stat sheet, but I promise you if the average person felt the pain of what a 5-yard gain was, they'd have a whole new perspective.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's good for a Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and it forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
17 more yards.
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Packers
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Love from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Pass brought in by Watson. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Looking inside the red zone. Back to Watson. This is Cox. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
The quarterback never stared down the receiver, but he kept his eyes downfield until he found that open window as that crossing route finds and beats zone coverage.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play 1st and goal situations too. Because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
Quick throw out wide by Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
McManus on for the extra points. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers cut it to a field goal game.
Ravens 24, Packers 21. Brendan McManus.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Baltimore running its offense out now. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lamar off to play fake. Connects on the crosser. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Down to close close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
31, Packers 21.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Love with it on 1st down. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Love to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
The Packers send out their punting unit. It'll be Daniel Whelan doing the honors. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline, and no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. Well, Brock, it only took them one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson off the play action. He'll step up, and there he goes. And Some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. So Reed, they'll hand off to Henry. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Now this defense is in the driver's seat, Kate. Right? When you make a stop like that on first down, now it's your discretion of just how aggressive you want to be following that play up.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Lamar out of the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent, when you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Play action. Here's Jackson. This one's to Andrews out right. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
That's cut at the 4. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
Gain of 28 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Henry. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Pistol snap to Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a 16-point ball game. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 3-possession lead.
38. Packers 21.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. This one up to about the 27-yard line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun now for Love. Called in by Musgrave. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
88 with Musgrave. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's got it complete to Reed. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45.
Gain of 11.
That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And he just get the play off. Falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Following the near interception, this is 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Love to throw again. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Hey, being evenly matched at the line may sound like a draw, but that's an absolute win defensively. They absorbed a huge push and did not get driven back an inch.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
In the red zone now. Pass it down close. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah.
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10.
38. Packers 28.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Henry. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
We've set it downs from 37. Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
He's lucky to get back to the line. I think he knows it, too. That play was in trouble early with how well the defense, Kate, read it from the beginning. And he did his best just to get back and break even.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
On the play. And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Raven first down.
Out of the gun, Henry. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Jackson keeping it himself. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's one of those situations. It's such a quick read. Do I keep it to the back or do I keep it myself? QB with the right decision, able to take it himself and get the first down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Lamar's going to keep this one. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Well, we'll pause here, and for good reason. One of the Packers injured on that play and is being tended to. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Changing it up here, Jackson. That pass pulled in by Henry. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
With these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. 4th down, trying for the sticks with an option. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing after a turnover on downs.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built themselves up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over until it's over.
Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Packers, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
They're running the option, short side. And he gets a few on the punch forward.
It's just a nice little tester for the defense to gauge how well it can account for the quarterback when he decides to run it.
2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff, now Love. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. He has the first over the middle, and he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Love with it on 1st down. He has room past the 25. He's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Now Love on the play fake. He's got it near the 8. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Once more, it's Love. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Okay, that is just a terrific effort defensively, and now really sets you up. I don't think this offense can run it, not after getting knocked backward on 2nd down.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Love looking to pass. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers making a 4-point game here in the 4th. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him, a field goal, will tie this game in the 4th.
38, Packers 35.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Ali to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. We see the Ravens making their way out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
The tackle made by Tyvon Hubbard. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Now, it looks like one of the Ravens is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. They'll bring the tight end in motion. Jackson now on 3rd. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mitchell off the pistol kick. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
New set of downs is not off to a real good start here, Kate. And I know every yard counts in this league, but that lone yard, it's not going to really change what they're thinking about doing here on 2nd down.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Motioning him from the slot right. Shotgun snap to Jackson. That's him on a quick hitter. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson keeping it himself. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Offense to the line for second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Hopkins making the grab downfield. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you get double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar's going to keep this one. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game.
45. Packers 35.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Brooks now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st down throw. Here's Love. That's Reed on the slant. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Complete to number 11, Jaden Reed. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing again. Love. This is Reed working the right side. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Roquan Smith in on the tackle. Brought down back at the 27.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers down by 10. All right, here we go. Second down. Love out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To throw. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And as that defense comes off the field clean, making this stop, Brock, they've got to feel that they're just moments away from this victory.
Yeah, the odds would tell you that. Certainly a 2-possession lead this late ought to do it, but crazy things happen in this league every week. So don't go taking that jersey off until your offense hopefully runs out the clock.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends motions right. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. The Packers take their first time out.
A 6-yard
as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on 1st down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Jackson keeping it himself. Not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Mitchell up the middle. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one. And the effort brings up 4th down. Timeout taken by the Packers. Their 3rd and final one.
It's 4th down.
As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Is this clean at the 30? And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Thrown on 1st down. Low. That's complete to Reed out left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To the air with Love. He's still going at the 30. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down.
Teammates notice when they got a guy willing to take it on the chin to get rid of the pass. That's a pass that's going to earn a lot of points with the other 10 players, not just today, but when they go back and watch that play on tape.
Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Ball still sitting on that 14-yard line. Here comes 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone. Incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? ODB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now to throw. Touchdown! Great catch there, and with almost no time left. Now, Brock, they're going to need a miracle, but it is still possible. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. This would put it back within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the 4th.
Ravens 45, Packers 42.
So with barely any time left, they need everything to break their way. And this is going to be recovered by the Ravens. And they're moments away now from celebrating a win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. One drawn up here for Lamar. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.